Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. The terminal doors slide open and the night breathes in. Wang Yibo steps through like a quiet storm. Head lowered, stride measured, all black from collar to cuff. Cameras flutter, screens bloom, and for a brief moment the airport becomes a runway. No music, no lights, just intention. But this time, fans aren't fixated on the jacket or the shades. It's the small object in his hand that sets the comments alight. A coffee cup, a humble travel companion, yet wrapped with a sticker that whispers where he's been and what he noticed. Fashion tells you who a person is, artifacts hint at what they care about. In a world of loud logos, a minimal, coded message feels almost rebellious. Airports have long been unofficial fashion stages. Editors joke they're the Fifth Avenue of pop culture. Yet the best looks rarely shout. They breathe. Tonight's detail doesn't ask for attention. It earns it. Stay, because once you see it, the whole outfit reads differently, and the story deepens with every frame. He has just flown in from New Zealand, Queenstown, to be precise, an alpine town framed by the remarkables and a playground for filmmakers and adrenaline lovers. There's a new texture to him. Tanned, a touch leaner, the kind of glow you get from cold air, bright sun, and long days outside. The outfit is aviation-proof. A black workwear jacket, ripped denim, trainers with a low profile, and sunglasses that tame fluorescent light. Monochrome has a practical magic in travel. It hides creases and creates a single silhouette, so the body reads taller, calmer, more composed on camera. Around him, the ordinary choreography of arrivals continues. Trolleys squeak, announcements murmur, steam curls from takeaway cups. Yet he moves with a small cinematic economy, as if each step has been pre-blocked, even if it hasn't. That's the paradox of celebrity transit. Everyday spaces become stages, and the stage demands discipline. No fuss, no fluster, no lingering. Just a clean line through the chaos, and the sense that home begins one sliding door away. Zoom in and the riddle resolves. A Maori-inspired totem sticker on the cup sleeve. To visitors, New Zealand's Maori culture is visible in patterns, carvings, and language. You'll hear Kia ora at cafes and see kauhewai motifs flowing like rivers on beams and murals. These designs are more than decoration. They carry stories of ancestry, land, and guardianship. Whether the sticker is a casual souvenir or a small salute, the choice reads as mindful. Travel etiquette experts often suggest carrying home something that reflects place rather than price. A word learned, a symbol respected, a taste remembered. Minimalism, here, isn't an absence. It's a focus. The quiet nod matters because it treats culture as something to acknowledge rather than appropriate. In fashion, microdetails act like subtext. They don't hijack the narrative, they enrich it. Fans spot them because fans care. The eye trains itself to see what the heart has learned to value. And in this tiny square of adhesive, an entire journey flickers. Wind, light, and a promise to carry respect forward. All black isn't a shortcut. It's a discipline. Start with structure. The workwear jacket adds a defined shoulder and a slight boxiness at the torso, creating a clean frame for movement. Then proportion. Ripped denim with the tiers positioned just above the knee draws the eye to the longest, uninterrupted line of the leg. Stylists call this visual elongation. A small placement that changes the whole geometry. Next, texture. Matte fabrics absorb light, giving cameras less glare and more contour. Finally, accent. A whisper of fluorescent webbing at the cuffs. Color theory suggests a micro-contrast in a cold palette can sharpen perception, like a single star in a dark sky. Trainers keep the profile agile and grounded, perfect for airport pacing where comfort meets speed. This is travel-ready menswear at its best. Modular, crease-tolerant, and camera-friendly. Think of it as a uniform for momentum. The message isn't "look at me," it's "I'm going somewhere." And that, in style and in life, is the most compelling statement of all. Security is where glamour usually goes to die. Belts off, pockets emptied, patience thinned by trays and beeps. Yet the human slips through the seams of the icon and steals the scene. Shades up, the eyes blink. Half a beat of disorientation, the universal "I just left an aeroplane" face. Then a reset to composure. The internet calls it a meme moment, and for good reason. Relatability travels faster than perfection. Communication researchers often note that audiences bond most when a polished figure shows a tiny, harmless imperfection. It's a scientific echo of what fans have long understood. Distance creates awe, closeness creates affection. The sweet spot, the emotional stickiness, sits right between the two. A playful hand sign follows, a micro-gag in the language of fandom, and the spell is sealed. This isn't the airbrushed poster boy. This is the person who cues, forgets which pocket holds the passport, and smiles anyway. Cool is admirable. Human is unforgettable. Put them together and you get moments that loop for days. That tiny sticker nudges a larger idea. How to move through the world. Tourism boards across New Zealand have championed the concept of tiaki. Care for people and place, inviting travelers to leave lighter footprints and deeper understanding. You don't have to deliver a lecture to show respect. Often, it's anchored in what you choose to notice. A word correctly pronounced, a symbol not reduced to costume, a story listened to rather than extracted. In fashion, restraint can be reverence. No costume dramas in the terminal, no performative appropriation, just a nod that says, "I saw you, and I'm grateful." Viewers recognize that energy sits differently. The best souvenirs are the ones that teach you something. A proverb, a pattern, a perspective you can't unsee. If a cup sleeve can carry that weight, maybe the real luxury of travel is attention. Style is a vehicle, not the destination. And attention, given freely and thoughtfully, is the currency that turns trips into journeys and strangers into teachers. Minimal outfits are not empty. They're edited. Editing requires standards: what stays, what goes, what serves the core. Athletes talk about process over outcome. Performers talk about craft over noise. The clean lines here read like a thesis on both. There's a hint of mountain air in the tan, yes, but more importantly there's a posture of readiness. Shoulders set, steps even, breath steady. Psychologists who study performance rituals often find that small, repeatable choices, consistent dress codes, travel routines, pre-event cues, quiet the mind and conserve energy for what matters. Black, practically, hides fatigue and smooths transitions. Symbolically, it suggests focus. To the casual eye, this is just an outfit. To those who work in relentless cycles of travel, rehearse, perform, recover, it's a portable environment. Fewer decisions, fewer errors, more bandwidth. In that sense, the look is not about being seen. It's about staying centered. Style as scaffolding, discipline as design, and momentum, not spectacle, as the quiet center of a public life. You don't need a luxury budget to catch this wave. You need fit, fabric, and one precise detail. Start with a matte black jacket that fits the shoulder cleanly. Tailor sleeves if they swamp the wrist. Choose denim with a mid-rise and a straight or tapered leg. Comfort matters when you're on your feet. Keep trainers simple and low profile. Breathable uppers are kinder on long days. Now add one micro contrast. A subtle strap, a stitch line, a keyring in a muted neon. Color psychology suggests that a single accent in a calm palette draws the eye without breaking the spell. If you wear accessories, keep them purposeful: watch, cap, minimal ring, and let negative space do the talking. Remember, style isn't about duplication, it's about translation. Take the principle clean lines, quiet contrast, function first, and apply it to your context, your climate, your commute. A look built on precision rather than price will outlast trends, travel well, and feel like you on your best, most composed day. He appears leaner. The schedule, no doubt, intense. Here's the lesson that outlives the airport clip. Protect your pace. Jet lag isn't just folklore. Circadian science shows that bright light, movement, and stable meal times help the body reset after long flights. Hydration supports cognition. A short walk at local daylight improves sleep pressure. Even 10 minutes of gentle mobility can ease travel stiffness. Performers and athletes share this rule of thumb. Push, then repair. The tan reads outdoors. The poise reads balance. Audiences often forget that consistency is built on recovery. Routines that keep energy available when the red light blinks and the stage calls. Whether your stage is a meeting room or a stadium, the logic holds. Keep a rhythm you can sustain, choose a uniform that reduces friction, and treat rest like a skill. The internet will always ask for more. Your craft needs you well. Momentum is precious. Guard it quietly daily like a promise kept. Airports are beginnings disguised as endings. As he leaves the terminal, the next chapter is already humming. Rehearsals, stages, projects wrapped in NDAs and midnight meetings. If the outfit had a thesis, it would read, "Keep moving, keep modest, let the details carry meaning." In media studies, micro-moments, blink and you miss it gestures, tiny tokens, often anchor the memory of a clip more than big set pieces. That's why a sticker can matter, and why a stride can feel like a signature. Plans change, calendars shuffle, and rumors multiply. So we take the photo, not the promise, as the artifact to hold. What it tells us is quiet but potent. The craft continues. The curiosity travels. The person remains. Fans don't just follow releases. They trace patterns, connect dots, and build a living archive out of small truths. Tonight, the archive grows by one cup sleeve, one look, one line in a story that refuses to shout because it doesn't need to. When the crowd thins and the doors sigh shut, what lingers is not the noise but the impression. A monochrome silhouette, mountain air skin, and a souvenir that behaved like a sentence. Fashion did its job, shielded, streamlined, purposeful, but meaning did more. It turned a corridor into a chapter and a glance into a conversation about how we travel, why we notice, and what we choose to carry home. The best public figures know this. Spectacle fades fast. Fiber lasts. You felt it in the restraint. You saw it in the care. And perhaps you recognized a challenge in it too, to dress your days with intention, to let small details tell big truths, and to walk forward without needing to make a fuss. Airports are thresholds. Crossing them well is an art. Tonight's lesson is simple and generous. Be precise, be respectful, be ready, and let your story unfold in the seams. If this breakdown resonated, thank you for watching. For more respectful, detail-driven storytelling on your favorite stars, subscribe to Star Watch now, tap the bell, and leave a comment telling us the smallest detail you spotted. Your eyes make this community special. Stay with us for the clues others miss.